All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's live. I know it's Sunday, and normally we're not in the shop on Sunday, but we are today. So do me a favor, guys, as you jump on, drop your city and state. Double tap that screen, let me know where you're tuning in from. So we got some church going on next door. So if you didn't go to church today, you definitely gonna get some today. That's the power of thin walls. But I'd rather have church going on than the situation that we had last time we was at our last place. So hey. So I can guess you said we traded up, right? So hey, do me a favor as you jump on, drop the city and state, double tap the screen, let me know you're tuning in from. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot. Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store located right outside of Columbia, South Carolina. I'm just getting some pictures right now before I get into my spiel for today. Getting some pictures for our bundles that we're creating. We're creating some new ink and paper bundles to get started. So if y'all are interested in getting started, maybe you are new to sublimation and you want an amazing deal on paper, ink, heat tape, you're gonna see our bundles. They're gonna be here pretty soon. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing right now. So the bundle is gonna be available in are we gonna do 8.5 by 11 2D? Yeah, so it's gonna be available in 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, 11 by 17, and 13 by 19. You're gonna get the 100 sheets of paper. For the starter bundle, you're gonna get 100 sheets of paper. You're gonna get 100 sheets of paper. You're gonna get 4 70 milliliters of ink, and then you're gonna get a 10 millimeter heat tape. So you choose the bundle that you want. We're gonna be putting this on our site, okay? So let me go ahead. I want to take the pictures. That's a little content that I got. So thank y'all for helping me with this content. If it's y'all's first time visiting us, drop a number 1 in the comments wherever you are viewing us from. If it's your first time visiting us, drop a number 1 in the comments. If you've been here before, type a number 2. On this amazing Sunday, guys. So I got some things to share with y'all. A couple of things. We got some new products out there that we're gonna be sharing with y'all. Some new things that we created. You're welcome, Brian. You're welcome. Thanks for your order. I appreciate it. Hey, Latrice, how you doing? So you can hear it? Yeah. All right. So we got some new things that we have created. We know that Father's Day is coming up. It's gonna be June before you know it. And if you was on the broadcast the other day, you heard me talking about let's do it big for Father's Day this year. Let's do it big this year for Father's Day. So I'm gonna share with y'all a couple of the Father's Day tumbler transfers that we got. These are the 2 that I did so far. I don't know if you can see that on Instagram, but these are the 2 that we did. And I know, just so y'all know, I got this broadcasted in my Facebook page, my Facebook group, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So these are the these are the tumbler wraps that we did. Of course, this is a 30 ounce, but we have 20 ounce tumbler wraps, 20 ounce skinny straight tumbler wraps for Father's Day. This is another one that we did. This is a 40 ounce. Okay, this is a 40 ounce tumbler wrap. It says the world's coolest dad. We have both of these available on our website. If you're interested, you can go to theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT.com. Check us out for all of your sublimation blanks and supplies those needs. You can check us out right there, theblankspot.com. Now, if you are just getting started with sublimation, all you really need is a heat press, okay? That's all you really need is a heat press. But there's a lot of people who are going to tell you something different. Not us. All you need is a heat press. You want to save your money. Save your money for your equipment. Save your money for your education, for your classes, things like that, and get better at what you're doing. Don't get bitter as you go along. Get better as you go along. So, we did have some people who participated, and this is going to last until midnight tonight. We did have some people that participated. If you make a purchase of $25 or more, that started on Friday, okay? That started on Friday. If you make a purchase of $25 or more, you're going to receive an 8x11 spiral notebook, okay? 8x11 spiral notebook. This is sublimation. You can sublimate both sides, okay? 8x11 spiral notebook, a minimum purchase of $25. Of course, that's before taxes. That's before taxes. Hello, how you doing, Ms. Lorna? Thanks for jumping on. That is before taxes. So we're just giving these out. No coupon, no discount code necessary. You make a purchase of $25 or more, whether you're seeing this, and I know I'm not broadcasting to my TikTok shop, but whether you make a purchase on TikTok shop or whether you make a purchase on our actual website, theblankspot.com, you're going to get a free journal, okay? You can use this journal for several things. You can use this to make a Mother's Day gift. You can use this for your favorite teacher, whatever you want to do. But this is going to be free to you if you make a purchase of $25 or more off of from us, okay? So that's what's going on until midnight tonight. Now, we did have some people take advantage. We did have some people take advantage of the Father's Day transfers already, and we had some people that took advantage of the 40-ounce tumblers already. Now, I want to ask you guys another question. Type a number 3 in the comments. Type a number 3 in the comments if you have done a 40-ounce tumbler. If you have sublimated a 40-ounce tumbler, type a number 3 in the comments. I just want to see who I'm talking to. Any number 3s? Yes, I have sublimated a 40-ounce tumbler. Type of number 3. If you have not, that's okay. We made it real easy for you. I actually did a 40-ounce tumbler the other day. When I say the other day, I believe it was Friday, right, D? I did a 40-ounce tumbler on Friday. You can go to our YouTube. I believe it's on our YouTube. You can also go to our TikTok. If you want to go to our TikTok, I sped the video up. You can actually see what I did. But also, there's lots of YouTube videos out there that you can actually use to give you a little bit of guidance. But the thing of it is, you are not going to get this done by just looking at it. You got to get your hands on it. What's the difference between the white toner and sublimation? I don't know. But I guarantee you can find out if you Googled it. That wasn't a great answer, was it? That wasn't a great answer, was it? The word white in sublimation. There is no sublimation ink that's white. Okay, there is no white sublimation ink. Sublimation is an ink dye process. Please, guys, do your research. You may not like the answers that I give while I'm on here, but I promise you I'll never steer you wrong. Make sure you do your research. So for those of you who are new to the platform, we don't do tutorials. We do share how our products work, but we do not do tutorials. So if by any chance you're here, possibly looking for a tutorial, saying, hey man, I'm looking for a tutorial, I want to make sure I'm able to do a tutorial and I can get that information from you, that's not what we're doing, okay? So fortunately, we're out of that business. We don't do tutorials. We will answer questions about our products and our services. So if you are new to sublimation, close enough, LOL, I got you. Yeah, do your research though, man. White toner, sublimation doesn't have any white ink. Doesn't have any white ink. So we are a sublimation blanks and supply company. For those of you who are not committed to following us or subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, please go to our YouTube channel. It's the blank spot. You can actually go subscribe. You can see some of the things that we've done with our sublimation products there. We sublimate everything at least once, to ensure, one, that you understand that it's good quality. Once again, it's not to show you how to do it, because everybody has their own thing. And it's not that we feel like we're too good to do tutorials, but that's just not the business that we're in. It takes a lot of time to do the tutorials. I remember in the beginning, we used to think that if we did a lot of tutorials, that people would buy stuff from us. That's not true. People gonna buy what they want to buy from who they want to buy it from. So what we found out what was happening was people were watching our tutorials, and then they were going doing their research, and they were going purchasing somewhere else. So that wasn't making us any money, and it wasn't giving us anything, to do. So if you guys are looking for tutorials, there's lots of crafters out there who are doing that stuff for free. I recommend that you hook up with those guys. So my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina once again, and we got these Father's Day 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler wraps, and we also have some Father's Day 40-ounce tumbler wraps with the handles. If you guys are interested, if you've never shopped with us before, go ahead and take a look and see what we got. Take a look and see what we have. This year, I said that I was going to do it big for Father's Day. So that means that if you're a crafter and you're looking to create some things special for Father's Day, I recommend you make a resolution to try some things that you've not done before. Okay? Now, John, it's not cool, but that's just how business is. That's how small business owners get down. We gotta take the good with the not so bad sometimes. So now, I want you guys to think about this. For those of you who are seeing us on YouTube right now, I got the topic. It says, how do I use leverage to build my craft business? How do I use leverage to build my craft business? Now I want you to think about it. I just got here, how much for your 20-ounce tumbler prints? I need you to go to the website, John. And this is why, okay? And I don't mind explaining to you why once you go to the website. Once you go to the website, you can go ahead and select, you can actually, in the search engine, you can search prints. You can search ready to ship, or you can search whatever you want to search, all right? Whatever it's going to get you close to tumbler wraps. But once you get to that website, you're going to see more than what you're asking me about, okay? And when you see how much they actually are, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Going to be pleasantly surprised. So now, for those of you who are seeing this on YouTube, like I said, the topic of the live is, how do I use leverage to build my craft business? I think that's a nice, interesting topic. And the reason why we talk about using leverage to build your craft business is because most of the time, crafters are in these crafting groups, and they're being taught to do everything themselves. Let's see how long that's going to last. So I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's a 44-inch wide printer right here. This is an industrial printer, all right? Now, let me ask you guys a question. I'm not here to count y'all's pockets. Type a number 4 in the comments. Type a number 4 in the comments if you have space in your crafting area for that 44-inch printer. Type a number 5 if you don't have space for it. Because it's not about money. If you want it and you think it's valuable, you're going to figure out how to buy it. Number 4 if you have space. Number 5 if you don't have space. 4 got space. 4 got space. 5 don't have space. Okay. Now, how many of you guys have a full-time job? Full-time job, anybody? Full-time job. Type a number 6 in the comments if you got a full-time job. Full-time job, you crafting on the side to make some side money. Anybody? Number 6, full-time job, I'm just crafting on the side to make some side money. All right. See some number 6s on there. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like, and everybody's going to be as honest with themselves as they can, but do you feel like you have the time and the dedication to figure out how to learn how to use every piece of equipment that comes out? Y for yes, N for no. I have time to figure out every piece of equipment that comes out. Y for yes, N for no. Between my job, between my full-time job, my family, I have time to figure out every little thing that goes on. Talking to y'all on YouTube and Facebook too. That's why we use leverage, y'all. That's why we use leverage. Games, how you doing? That's why we use leverage. We use leverage because we may not have time, or we may not be as skilled as the person that's doing it every day. So we talk about leverage. We talk about using leverage to build your crafting business. A lot of crafters don't understand leverage. Do y'all know why? Anybody know why a lot of crafters don't understand leverage? A lot of crafters don't understand leverage. Y'all know why? Anybody want to share? Why is it that crafters don't understand leverage? Anybody? Because they crafting. Latrice said because they crafting, D. That could very well be it, Latrice. Because they are crafting. Anybody else want to weigh in? Why do you think a lot of crafters don't understand leverage? Because I think if they understood leverage, they would use it more. That's why we have a team that research, summarize, and you get briefing. And as employees, you delegate. Okay. Why do you think a lot of crafters don't understand leverage? I mean, just because you're using crafting to make money, that don't mean it's not a business. Some people are not in business. But why do you think a lot of crafters don't understand leverage? So we're going to talk about using leverage to build your crafting business. How to use leverage to build your crafting business. First things first. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do some research. That means you're going to have to find a vendor, a distributor, or some type of supplier that can do for your business what needs to be done. That's the first thing. You're going to have to understand the importance of finding someone, because you can't do everything by yourself. Not only can you not do everything by yourself, but you're not going to be good at doing everything by yourself. Pride. Somebody says pride. Absolutely. Pride brings on destruction, though, right? Pride brings on destruction. So you got to ask yourself, and I did a video on this the other day. You got to ask yourself, do you want to be prideful in saying that, hey, look at what I did? Or do you want the money that comes from the revenue that comes from building your business? And I think that's why a lot of crafters don't use leverage. They don't understand it. They've been sucked in to these groups. That's what I do for some things. Yeah. So you pick and choose what you want to use for leverage. It may be something that you want to get done. You want to add a product or a service to your business, but you can't do it because you don't have the equipment, you don't have the know-how, or you don't have the time to learn. But I think it's because a lot of these crafters are getting sucked into these Facebook groups, getting sucked into these, following these content creators, these business coaches, these crafting coaches, and they're not sharing with them how to use leverage. But what they're actually doing is they're selling them products in the form of courses on how to do everything yourself. What y'all think about that? I know it's gonna sound like hate to a lot of people, but I want you to think about this, okay? Facts. That's why I stopped being in groups. There's nothing wrong with being in groups. Keep your eye out. Keep your ear to the ground. There may be some things that's going on that you may want to try to do. Nothing wrong with being in groups. Nothing wrong with that at all. The issue is, and the issue is going to be, when we allow these groups to dictate what we're doing. So today, we're talking about how to use leverage to build your business, your crafting business. We are a sublimation blanks and supply company. One of the key things that we do and provide is large transfers, okay? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You can get sublimation blanks anywhere now. You always could get sublimation blanks anywhere. Getting quality blanks is gonna be the issue. Question is, are you shopping for quality or are you shopping for price? Everybody says I'm shopping for quality, but most of the time people shopping for price. But you can get sublimation blanks anywhere. Here's the deal. What you cannot do is you cannot get large prints anywhere. And people will try their best to do everything themselves. For example, we provide gang sheets. We also provide 3D transfers. And we also have a custom company, a custom website, tbscustoms.shop, that actually does the all over shirts and larger prints. But because as crafters, you've been conditioned, you've been molded to do everything yourself, a lot of people don't really understand leverage. Do you do any shipping? Yeah, we ship. Absolutely. I wouldn't be on here if we wasn't shipping. The majority of our business comes from shipping. Absolutely. So we have everything set up to where we can ship your product straight to you. Your all over transfers. We have everything set up to where you can actually get them. Just like a couple of people got some things earlier this week. We ship from our warehouse. But here's the deal. People, and I did this video, right? And I'm kind of stuck on this, and I'm gonna stay with this because right now it's graduation season. It's graduation season right now. And there are a lot of people who are wanting to do all over shirts. So one way you can use leverage to build your crafting business is you can use a company like us to not just ship the transfer to you, but to actually press the shirt for you and either drop ship it to your customer, to your end user, or we can ship it to you, you can ship it to them. Your choice. But recently I did some research online. And some people won't agree with me, but I posted a post in my group, in our private group, and I recently did some research online, and I saw someone advertising a graduation shirt. It was a 3D shirt, okay? Now there's nothing wrong with you wanting to do it for yourself. Thank you, John. If y'all want to check out the prices on these all over shirts, y'all can go to tbscustoms.shop. tbscustoms.shop. Okay. I saw this crafter have a shirt on the marketplace, and you can tell that they had pieced the shirt together. I'm talking about they paneled everything together. So they used several small sheets of paper to make the all-over design. Now, even if they had gotten the one transfer from us, they still could have had some issues with pressing the shirt. And the reason why is because when you panel or when you splice these pieces of paper together, you have to understand the science of sublimation. If you've heard me on this broadcast at any given time, you heard me talk about understanding the science of sublimation. Sublimation is about temperature, it's about pressure, and it's about time. And as that sublimation transfers from the paper to the substrate, you want to make sure it's done evenly. Well, the best way to ensure that it's done evenly is with good pressure and with one press, or as less presses as you can do. Okay? Once you master, if you're going to be splicing something together, once you master how to press it, then it's going to be easier to get an even press. But this individual had lines, and you can tell there was a square here where they had pressed, and it was lines, and it was wrinkled and everything. Well, on the professional side, being totally constructive, this is not a good look in the crafting industry. Now, it's not my responsibility to tell that person that they probably shouldn't be selling that item just yet, but I'm going to use it for educational purposes. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm using it for educational purposes. Now, here's what I'm going to explain to you. If you decide that you want to do this yourself because you are a crafter, then by all means, do it yourself, and I wish you well. We provide one solid print. We don't show you how to splice these transfers together. We don't show you how to panel it together. We don't do tutorials like that, okay? That's not what we do. However, if you want to order the full print from us, you can definitely order the full print from us, and that's on our website, and that's going to be on theblankspot.com. You can order a full print from us. Okay? You can order full print from us. Now, if you decide to order the full print from us, there's going to be some things that you're going to need. Okay? Thank you, John. I appreciate it. There's going to be some things that you're going to need if you're going to press this yourself. First of all, before you even press this yourself, I recommend, if you've not done it before, I recommend that you do not try to do it with an easy press. A lot of people are trying to do these items with easy presses. I'm not saying it can't be done like that, but remember, sublimation is a science, and it is talking about pressure, consistent pressure. That's why it's always recommended that you have a clamshell heat press. The one thing you cannot control is the pressure with a hand press, okay, easy press. So I'm not saying you can't do it. I've seen people do it before, and they may be skilled at it. But you're talking about having even pressure all the way around, okay? That's one thing. The second thing is, if you're going to be pressing it on a smaller press, because the problem is a lot of people don't have larger presses. We have a 31 by 40 heat press over here. We can press, on average, a 2X shirt can be pressed one time, one even press, okay? Even if we don't do that, even if we decide not to do that, and we decide to press it a couple of times, we're skilled enough, we've done it enough to know how to actually press that several times. Let me see. Doing it yourself is good. As you grow, you need to delegate. Always about you. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of ghosting. Yes, it will. See. So, here's some things that crafters don't understand when they're messing with territory, when they're diving into territory that they've never done before. When you have never done an all-over transfer, or all-over print, whether you have never pressed it before, whether you've never spliced it together before, when you've never done that, there's some rules to this. You never want to press that thing side by side, meaning that if I have a panel, and if this is any indication, first of all, it's never going to be side by side. It's always going to be overlapping. So that's going to be one of the challenges to how to overlap this thing. The next thing is, you're never going to press this panel by itself. You're always going to press it in the seam and overlap. So you're always pressing in the overlap. A lot of people don't know that. So when you get into these groups and you get into these mindsets and these moods, and you say, hey, I'm going to do my own all over transfers and I'm gonna offer them to sell, then you wanna think about it. Are you doing it because you wanna add that to your inventory, to your catalog, or are you doing it because you wanna make money? Let me see. Running a business is a lot of work. You can't be at accounts and marketing. Yeah, you got it. It takes time. And when you're a self-employed business owner, it's even more important that you understand how to outsource certain things to free your time up for the things that are actually more important. The biggest sheets I have for my printer is 11 by 16. You got a sawgrass? Okay. So, and it's not necessarily a bad thing to do it yourself. I don't want to discourage anybody from doing it themselves. Okay, the white tone, I got you. I don't want to discourage anybody from doing it themselves. I want you to consider, if you do something yourself and it's not up to standards or up to par, you got to ask yourself, would you buy that item? And as you guys are on the YouTube, the TikTok, the Facebook, the Instagram, y'all just jumping on, do me a favor, drop your city and state, let me know where you're tuning in from. Excuse me, this is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and supply company. We do have a custom side where we do larger prints. We do drop shipping, whether it is all over 3D designs, whether it is large drinkware, large orders of drinkware. Even if you're looking for something like this, we're going to add this one or these tumblers to our drop shipping as well, because there's a lot of people who just don't want to mess with them. So just to give you guys an idea how this came out. To give you an idea how this came out. And believe you me, the live does not do this any justice. We have our own ink, our own paper. And it gives out great colors. Now, for some people, you just will not connect with me, our company, or any other company, because you're a crafter and that's your mindset. And you feel like that nobody else can do it like you. But in a lot of senses, that's good. In a lot of senses, that's good that nobody else can do it like you, because a lot of times we don't see the flaws in the things that we're doing. Something to think about. Okay? If you are looking to connect with someone, consider connecting with the Blank Spot. Now I want to share something else with you. By the time, let's say you got 100 tumblers to purchase, or 100 tumblers to press. You got 120 ounce skinny straight tumblers to press. Just use this as an example. You got 100 to press. Now I don't doubt that you can't do 100 tumblers. I believe that you can do it. But by the time you have done it, you cannot do anything else. Let's say you got a 10-day turnaround. You got a 10-day turnaround. You got 100 tumblers to do. You got a small format printer. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people's printers are gonna give out before they get to the 100 tumbler. And this is not me speaking anything negative, because most people don't have sublimation printers. Most people have printers that can do sublimation, and there's a difference. So your printer may give out before you even get to the 100th tumbler. Not to mention that you're gonna have some tumblers that you mess up. There's gonna be some issues. You need some more tape? Because it's hanging on the fire extinguisher, the bigger one. You're gonna have some issues. A lot of people don't account for the oopsies and the what ifs. The question you have to ask yourself is, how much am I paying for these tumblers? And do I have enough? Am I paying a good price, a great price? Do I have enough time to do it in between my job, between my family? Do I have enough ink? Do I have enough paper? Is my printer gonna hold up? These are the things, and like I said, once again, I'm not here to discourage you. I'm here to share some real world things that people have to think about. Printer issues, yes. Printer issues is an issue. It's huge, especially if you're using that old Eco Tank. Any Eco Tank, these printers are not sublimation printers. They can print sublimation, but they're not sublimation printers. So now you have you have actually started on a project and you said, hey, I'm going to do all this myself because I want to keep all the money. The person who's doing all the work does keep all the money, but the person that's keeping all the money had to do all the work. Imagine it costs you, let's say you found a vendor and you can get your tumblers for $5 a tumbler. And you buy your pack of paper for 25 bucks. Okay? That's 100 sheets of paper and you got $5 tumblers. You break that thing down, you divide that the 25 into 100 and you had 25 cents a sheet. Okay? So it's technically costing you at cost $5.25 to make that tumbler. And you're probably going to sell that tumbler for $25. If you're smart, that's what you'll sell that tumbler for. If you're up in the air, you're going to call yourself trying to give your customers a discount because they ordered 100 tumblers. But just because they ordered 100 tumblers, you got it for $5, that don't mean you're in a position, business-wise, to give that discount. Regardless, you sell that tumbler for $25, that means you're making $19.75 per tumbler. That's what you're making, okay? So now, what happens when you bought 100 tumblers exactly? People gonna say, well, I wouldn't buy just exactly 100 tumblers. But what happens when you buy exactly 100 tumblers, exactly 100 sheets of paper, and you have just enough ink or maybe not enough ink to print? Plus, what's gonna slow you down is your printer is not gonna print fast. See, people don't think about that. Also, what a lot of folks don't think about is the weather condition. Whatever device you're using may go out, whether you're using a tumbler press, or whether you're using an oven, it may go out. Do you have a backup to the backup? Just because you have the ability to get that contract, to get that job, that doesn't mean that you should be doing that whole job. So imagine that same 100 tumblers that you're gonna charge that customer $2,500 for. Imagine being able to outsource that job. Imagine being able to outsource that job for about $1,500. You outsource that job to another company to do for you for $1,500. You just made $1,000 and didn't do anything. But here's the problem. Here's why I lose everybody. Here's why I lose the crafters. Business owners are going to understand this, but crafters won't understand this. I want all the money. I want to do it myself. I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I seen some of y'all work. Some of y'all shouldn't be selling tumblers at all. Now, that's going to sting a little bit. But some of y'all ain't ready to start selling anything at all. And I'm not trying to be, as a straight face. Some of y'all crafters who have started a business, some of y'all are not ready to start selling stuff at all. And it's because of the community that you're in right now. It's because of the people who you're surrounding yourself with. You're surrounding yourself with people who are not telling you the truth. You're surrounding yourself around people who are not holding you to a standard. I'm not saying that we're the best, like DJ Khaled, but we ain't no knockoffs. Whether you decide to work with us or whether you decide to work with somebody else because you didn't like what I just said. You may decide to work with somebody else because you ain't like what I just said. How dare I? The audacity of me saying that some of y'all stuff suck. The audacity of some of y'all actually trying to sell that stuff and pawn it off. Y'all messing the industry up. Now, I'm not even a crafter. I'm a business owner. But I've learned, I did this. This was me. It ain't about pride. The only reason I did this was to show our potential customers how well this sublimates and how our transfers work. It's the audacity of me to tell somebody the truth that some of your stuff is not ready to be sold. So let me slide back over to this 3D shirt, this all over shirt. It's graduation time. There's going to be a lot of customers that are going to want all over transfers, all over designs. If you don't have the ability to press that shirt if you don't have the ability to do that project, don't turn the project down. No, connect with us or someone like us. If you don't like, if what I'm saying, if you're not vibing with me, that's cool. If you're not vibing with the blank spot because of me, that's fine. But find someone who can do a better job than you can do, that you can outsource the work to, and you can keep on doing other jobs. You can do the smaller jobs. Michelle, what's going on? How you doing? Just on here talking about using other companies as resources, as leverage to build your crafting business. How many times have you had to turn down a job because you didn't have the equipment to do it? Because you didn't have the resources? There's lots of people that say, hey, you know what? I can't do this because I don't have the resources. Well, did you actually go out and try to connect and network with other companies? Did you check them out? Did you get a sample of their work? I have yet to have somebody reach out to us and get a sample of our all over shirts to see what the value is. I've yet to have that happen. We're just waiting. You don't have to get a full shirt. You can get you can get a kid's shirt. Yeah, it hurts sometimes. But think about being able to provide another service to your customers, and you're not doing the work, but you're getting credit for it. You're not doing the work, but you're making money not doing work. See, it's different when you're talking about going to get some screen print transfers. It's different when you're talking about going to get some DTF transfers or white toner transfers. It's different because you don't have that equipment and you're saying, well, I have to go out and buy that from somebody. It's no different from what I'm talking about. Thank you, Latrice. It's no different. The difference is mentally. The difference is your mindset. Because mentally, you can't accept, crafters a lot of times cannot accept mentally that because they didn't have their hands on it and they didn't do it, that it didn't come from them. That's the difference between, like I said, you got to ask yourself the question, do you want the money or do you want to be private? You outsource to us because you don't want to invest. So yeah, so this is a great example. So Michelle, she outsources to us a lot. And I don't know, I think you did I'm not sure if you did some custom transfers yet. I think you did. I can't remember, but I know you bought a lot of our ready to ship transfers. But just like I used the example, all you need is a heat press or all you need is a tumbler press. You don't need a printer. Our transfers are going for approximately, roughly, as low as $1 a transfer. As low as $1 a transfer. And we have quality transfers. So a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it because, once again, you got to ask yourself, am I a crafter that's making money on the side, or am I a business owner that's using crafting to make money? It's a difference. So we're going to be preaching this. We're going to be preaching this for the rest of the year. What $1 look like? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna show you what $1 look like. This $1 sublimation transfer right here. That's $1 transfer right there. And it's gonna be tight when it comes out. Now I can't guarantee how it's gonna look because I don't know what your skill set is. But I guarantee you, however it comes out, it's gonna be because how well you were able to do it. But at the same time, think about outsourcing, man. All my customers rave about the vibrant tumblers. Thank you, I appreciate it. But you have something to do with that because you had to do your due diligence and learn your craft. I can't order the paper and print for that. So you can order the paper individually. You can order the paper individually, or you can order the transfers, but we don't sell the digital prints. So these are on our website. These Father's Day transfers are on our website. You can go to the website and search Father's Day. You can order these wraps. Said, Grand Rising, how you doing? You can order these transfers. They're ready to ship. If you want some custom transfers, you can go and order some custom as well. I'm saying it's so cheap. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There you go, John. It's so cheap for $1. Somebody got it, baby. It's so cheap for $1. Yeah, it's gonna cost you a little money to do the shipping, but by the time you do everything, shipping included, and you divide that, maybe you paid $1.60 per transfer. You ain't have to worry about no ink. You ain't have to worry about no paper. As a matter of fact, I'm here to say that a lot of people are not getting enough work in sublimation. A lot of crafters are not getting enough work in sublimation to even have a printer. That's gonna hurt somebody. Hey, pause for the calls, y'all. If you're just coming on, my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot. If you make a purchase before midnight, of $25 or more, you're gonna get a free 8x11 spiral notebook. Okay, so that's that part. Also, we have some Father's Day tumbler wraps, 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler wraps. We also have some 40-ounce. Father's Day tumbler wraps as well. You can actually get these on our website. Mother's Day, we have we have teachers, and we also have, all kind of stuff, right? But here's the thing, man. A lot of people are not getting enough business to actually print, and you don't know how to maintain your printer. So you got to think about it. There's maintenance that goes into your printer. There's maintenance. Can I switch my printer? What you mean? Can you switch your printer? There's a lot that goes into that. And if you at work 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and then you come home and you got some work to do, and you tired and you don't feel like printing, these prints will be sitting on your doorstep. Oh, they're already on the website, Latrice. They was on there Friday. 40 ounce is ready to go. They ready to go. Matter of fact, I got an order to print out. Somebody ordered this morning. They ordered some 40 ounces. Oh, you want to buy this one? You want to buy this tumbler? That's what you're saying? You want to buy this one? I thought you was going to do it yourself. Miguel, what's going on? What's going on, man? I don't know. We putting this on the website? TBS Customs? It'll be on there after this, Latrice. It'll be on there after this. So I put it on there. Matter of fact, I got some pictures already. Nikki's Designs. Good afternoon. Says I have a white toner printer and switch to sublimation toners. So sublimation is not toners, it's ink. And it's a different type of ink. So I'm not sure what type of printer you got. What type of printer you have? Oh, hold up. You bait me in, said I ain't talking about that. Cause I care so much, they be trying to get me, y'all. I ain't talking about that. Can't talk about that. That's giving advice. But do your research, man. Do your research. You almost got me, Sid. You be getting me in trouble, man, because my wife be like, hey, you don't need to be talking about that stuff. This ain't your business. Did a fundraiser yesterday for the Boy Scouts, sold a bunch of shirts, donated. Okay, that's what's up, man. Congratulations. I'm glad you had a great outcome. Okay, that ain't gonna work. It ain't plugged up. So y'all, just real talk. A lot of people are not. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't want to get into that. I got you. I thought you were asking me. I thought you were asking me how to do it. My bad. I misunderstood you. My bad, Sid. But a lot of people don't have enough business in doing sublimation. They don't have enough business to have a printer. A lot of people don't. I got you. My bad. A lot of people don't have enough business to do sublimation. And then what happens is their printer ends up clogging up, and then they got a paperweight. So, use other companies that you trust. Follow somebody. It don't have to be me. Like I said, I'm coming out the gate with truth. And a lot of times the truth that people share is not what other folks want to hear. So if my truth and the way that I share it is not something that resonates with your spirit, then unfortunately we may not be able to do business. And that's a shame, because we have a lot to offer. But if you're looking for somebody who's going to be honest with you, is going to tell you what you need to hear, if you're looking for somebody to help you to build and grow your business with their products and services, then this is the spot. Because, we're all adults. We're all adults, y'all. I want y'all to think about this. If you've never done something and you do it well one time, that does not make you an expert on it because you did it well the first time or the one time. You got to do that thing repeatedly. You got to do that thing on a regular basis. You may have to do it 100 times. You know what I'm saying? We use Zitty software. Okay, that's what's up. Just so y'all know, we do custom shirts. We do 3D. This is what people are missing out on. You're a crafter and you're just getting started. It's graduation time. But you can't participate in graduation because in your mind, you can't do it yourself. Because you can't do it yourself, in your mind, you're not going to offer it. And then you say, man, I want to learn how to do all over shirts. Why? Now, if you got you a large format printer and you got you a large heat press and you say, hey, I'm about to learn how to do all over shirts, I'm with you. I'm right there with you. I'm in the trenches with you. Because I think that's important to exercise the ability that you have all over, right? But if you're sitting, and this is just my opinion, please don't get mad at me for my professional opinion. If you're running around crafting and you got a 15 by 15, a 12 by 15, a 16 by 20, or a 16 by 24, if you got a 13 by 19 printer, or you got a F570, something that's not gonna print a full sheet for a bigger shirt, if you can't print a full sheet for a larger shirt, then it might be optimal that you outsource. It might be optimal that you outsource to get the best results for your customers. That's what I would say. I'm standing on business right now. And the thing that I've learned is that, and I'm learning in this industry, the thing that I've learned is that there are a lot of people who want to be able to do what we do, but because they don't have the equipment and they don't have the ability to do what we do, they lose out on money. They lose out on money because they can't say that they did it. I'm standing on business right now, y'all. Take care, Miguel. Appreciate you, man. You got to ask yourself, you said you wanted to start this business, this side hustle, this hobby. You got to ask yourself, do you want to make the money or do you want to make the glory? If you got a smaller format printer and you just set on doing it yourself, then get good at it. Hey, did you adjust the 40 ounces?
Yeah. The 40 ounces even? Or the other one that came out? What you mean adjusted?
Remember the bottle? It's supposed to be 3.25.
Yeah, I did what I did. Yeah. I did because the bottom and the top nigga. You gave me the dimensions.
Okay, I gave it. Yeah. I had something on the pay on the thing. I'm gonna delete it because I'm not sure if that was the one I had. I'd ask y'all, man, really. Are you in the business? Are you in the business of being proud? Or are you in the business of making money? As a crafter, I see all types of things in this industry. I see all types of things from people who are just set on wanting to do it themselves. And that's cool. But when it comes to business, when it comes to making things to sell, you got to think about having some type of process, some type of turnover, some type of assembly line. How much can you do by yourself? And if you cool with the answer that you give yourself, that's cool. But I'm on here trying to share with you how to leverage us as a company and build your business at the same time. A lot of people are not going to agree with it because once again, I dropped a comment in the group and I see people saying, well, yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do this myself. I'm not talking to y'all. And I don't mean it in a rude way. My conversation is not directed to people who want to craft as much as my conversation is directed to people who want to learn how to use us to make money. You can't charge. You can charge what you want to charge. Let me stop there. You can charge whatever it is that you want to charge. But how is it that you're going to feel charging a certain price for a subpar product? You wouldn't pay for it. We know it's not going to be perfect. It's craft. But how can you feel comfortable charging a certain amount for something that you don't know how to do? Outsource it. Find someone that you trust. Study them, follow them. Find someone that you trust to get that thing done. That's all I can really say about that. I know it sounds crazy. Thanks for your order. I appreciate it. Be getting your you're getting a free journal. We can talk about it, and I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to have a conversation. There's a lot of people who are not going to agree with me. A lot of you not going to agree with me. But when you go to matter of fact, you know what? Go to our Facebook group. Our Facebook group is the Blank Spot Sublimation Group. It's a private group. Go to the group, answer the questions, ask to join, and I'm going to show you that information. I should package your order live. I should, huh? I ain't messing with you, man. You always do that to me. You know that? All right, I'm coming. I got you. So you just ordered the autism awareness 11-inch full-size sublimation transfers. You ordered the Juneteenth sublimation tumbler bundle, and you ordered the hip hop tumbler wrap sublimation bundle. All right. Plus you're gonna get a free journal. Okay. So anybody who purchases makes a purchase of $25 or more before taxes is going to get a free 8x11 spiral notebook. It is sublimation. You can sublimate both sides, okay? So, we're going to get you started. Thankfully, I had these already printed, but I am going to have to cut some things up. I don't know what it is, man. I think y'all like to see me do some work. That's what I think. I think you like to see me cut stuff up. I think that's what it is. We're gonna go to work though, all right? Check this out, D. I know you don't want to be on camera today.
I'm thinking about going to get some KFC or something.
That's cool.
Maybe we could just eat and then leave.
You know where it's at, right? Straight down 12th Street. Come check those out. That one that came out. Y'all ignore D, man. She don't want to be online. I do like to see you work. It builds character, LOL. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm good. I'm working right now, man. You gonna mess around? I'm gonna put you on mute. Well, this is all this right here. You see my arm over there?
I was just saying for us to, just try it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep these. Let's order this one. That's not what it is.
What is it? Must need to be part of it.
Maybe.
But it's probably
That's fine. That's a piece of fix right there. So let me ask y'all a question. Michelle said, "Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Who is currently how many business owners we got on here? Any business owners we got on here? How many business owners we got on here? All right. So let me ask y'all a serious question. Are you a crafter first, or are you a business owner first? Get it back. Get it back. This order I gotta go out. Came in a day. I'm coming back over there. I'm coming back over to read. I asked you, was you a crafter first or a business owner first? Okay, I got a couple of me's, and then I got some full transparency. Machines are the craft. I see where you're going, but I'm gonna break it down a little bit further. Wakita actually, I think Wakita's actually being honest right now. Here's the tools, yeah, but see, I want you to think about this, okay? It's not a trick question, but I want you to think about this. and this is for people who don't really, it's not about whether you agree with me or not. It's not about that, whether you agree with me or not. It's really about if we understand how to operate as a business. And I'm gonna break this thing down as small as I can break it down. There's a holiday in every month of the year. There's a major holiday or a major observance in every month of the year. Some months they have several. Hold on for a second. All right, there's a holiday, there's a major holiday in every month of the year. There's several observances in every month. We should be as business owners, we should be thriving to try to take advantage of those holidays and those observances. I'm gonna break it down for you so it can forever be broken. New Year's is in January. But we also have Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. I don't know any others. It's got other stuff in there. You got February. You got President's Day. You have Valentine's Day. March, spring break. Sometimes Easter. This year, Easter fell in March. You have April. April was Financial Literacy Month. I want to say it was Autism Awareness Month. Lots of other things going on. Get a calendar. Get yourself a calendar and get a calendar about that talks about the observances and the holidays. May, Cinco de Mayo. You have Mother's Day. You have Teachers Appreciation Week. You have Memorial Day. Juneteenth, Father's Day. So there's other observances. I don't know how I missed Black History, Jamie. I need to slap myself because I got a whole bunch of that going on. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to go fast. So thank you. I appreciate you. Then you have Juneteenth, Father's Day. July, Independence Day. Lots of different things in there. August, kids are going back to school, so it's back to school month. September, Labor Day. October, you have what is it? Columbus Day. You have Halloween. November, you have Veterans Day. You have Brown Thursday, Black Friday, Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. You have Thanksgiving. You know, yeah, I should. I should. I think it just went by my mind. It just blew by my mind. But I bet if you go on our website, we have something representing Black history right now. And then you have in December, you have Christmas. So there's a holiday in every month of the year, some type of observance every month of the year. You're not going to be able to keep up with all of those holidays. We can't keep up with all of those observances. We pick and choose Kwanzaa. We pick and choose what we want to represent. As a business owner, you should be considering who you can connect with who is doing some things that you can't do. John was on here. I don't know if John is still on here. But John was on here, and John was like, was it John? I believe it was John. John was on here. He was talking about, hey, at $1 a transfer, you can't print yourself for less than $1. But going back to the question, Kaufman printing. Kaufman, I think you're still on there. I'm not sure. Going back to what I was talking about. We, a lot of times, and when I say we, I mean y'all, because I've always been a business owner. My wife was a crafter. Crafters tend to enjoy the crafting part of the business more than they enjoy the business that comes from them crafting. I can't make it no plainer than that. It ain't no perfect thing It's a mindset shift when it comes to my business. In order to be successful, I have to connect with other people. If I'm sitting in my crafting space creating things because somebody ordered something, I cannot be so ignorant to the fact that I cannot do everything by myself. So crafting is therapeutic to you, but building a business is therapeutic to me. And I know that probably sounds crazy, but you cannot do everything yourself if you're gonna build a successful operation. It won't happen. I don't care what guru you listen to. I don't care who your mentor is. You're not gonna, if they're not sharing this with you, you're not gonna build a successful operation by yourself. You need a network. What does that mean and what does it look like? It's graduation season. I didn't mention the birthdays. I didn't mention the anniversaries. I didn't mention the family reunions. I didn't mention the memorials when people pass away. I didn't mention all that stuff. I didn't mention any of that. So now, if all you can do is tumblers, you need to be the best tumbler maker that you can be, right? If all you can do is tumblers, you need to be the best tumbler maker you can be. But if you got a business, if you know somebody like the Blank Spot that does t-shirts, that does blankets, that does all types of drinkware, all types of accessories, then you just put yourself in a position to build your business. Thank you for the heart. You just put yourself in a position to build yourself a business, because now people see you as doing tumblers, but you can go on their on the Blank Spot website, you can go on our crafting site, or you can go on our, whatever, and you can say, hey, I'm now going to offer my customers this because I know the Blank Spot can do it and I can outsource it to them. Now, you don't make all the money. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it. You don't make all the money because you're not doing all the work. But I don't see anybody making vinyl. How many people can make vinyl? Raise your hand if you can make vinyl. I'm looking for somebody to say that can make vinyl. Nobody can make vinyl? Come on now. I know somebody can make vinyl. Somebody can make vinyl? You mean to tell me you can't make vinyl? How many out there can make a? How many out there can sew a shirt together? Can y'all sew a shirt together from scratch and then create it custom? Oh, you didn't miss anything. So you can sew a shirt from scratch. I'm talking about creating the material too. You can go pick the cotton. You can go spin the cotton. You see where I'm going? Answer that one. Pick the cotton, process the cotton, spin the cotton. So you outsourcing. You're outsourcing. You're outsourcing. And the thing that a lot of people don't understand is that so many things we outsource that we don't realize. Alethea, what's going on? A lot of things we outsource that we don't even realize we outsource. This is for you, Michelle. It's a lot of things that we outsourcing that we don't even realize we outsourcing. But as a crafter, the first thing you say is that, hey, you know what? I want to do it all myself. So, my question is, and it remains, if you can't do it yourself, and you can't do everything yourself, if you can't do it yourself, look for somebody who can do it, free up your time, and you can work on the things that you know how to do. And believe it or not, that's business 101. That's business 101. So for anybody who's trying to create a business, for anybody who's trying to work a business, what I just shared with you is business 101. If the profit what? If the profit is what, boss lady? If the process makes sense, you don't know. Here's the thing, man. Let me ask y'all a question. This is why I lose a lot of people. And I can see right now it's gonna be somebody that's lost. I'm not trying to get you to agree with what I'm saying. But would you rather make $1? Would you rather make $100 off of 100% of your effort, or $1 off of 100 people's efforts? I'm gonna say that again, cause somebody gonna miss it, because there's a lot of side hustlers and backwood in the back of the trunk people on these calls. Would you rather make $100 from 100% of your own efforts, or make $1 off of 100 people's efforts? Somebody gonna miss that one. You know why? Because they hustling. There's nothing wrong with hustling. There's nothing wrong with hustling if that's what you want to do. That's the reason why a lot of people don't do network marketing. A lot of people don't do network marketing because they don't understand that concept. I'd rather do it all myself. And can't nobody do it like me. And I'd rather do 100% and do and get all my money and all that. No, man, you're gonna work yourself to death. But I mean, just having a conversation. You do what you want to do. That's really the difference between understanding how to outsource and things that make sense as far as time. Not everybody's gonna understand that. I don't really care if people agree or disagree. I think this is a healthy business conversation. But I do think that a lot of people don't understand the truth behind outsourcing and using other companies to build your business. Once again, they got people who are using HTV, but I never seen anybody talk about how they making vinyl. They got people who are making tumblers, but I never seen anybody talking about they going to get the steel to make their own tumbler. I ain't never heard that. I never heard that. It's crafters and crafter mindsets that really, you're messing yourselves up, because when you don't understand how to graduate from crafting to be a business owner, what you end up doing is you find yourself doing all the work because you want all the money. But time is more important than money. And if I can get a contract for $1,000 and outsource that contract to a company for $800, I just made $200 and I didn't do any work. But the layperson is going to say, hey, well, they made more money than me. They also did more work than you. It kind of like, and this is the funny part about what I talk about. It's kind of like somebody being a crafter. It's kind of like somebody being a crafter. It's the same as somebody being a customer. Y'all ever had that customer say, hey, I want you to make me a tumbler or a t-shirt. Let's say you charge them $40 for a t-shirt. And they say that's too much, right? They say, hey, $40 is too much for a t-shirt. But them not thinking that if you want to make your t-shirt for less than $40, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Because they gotta go buy the heat press. They go buy the printer to make the prints, the ink. They gotta get the design software to learn how to design. It's gonna cost them a whole bunch of money when you're charging them $40. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's the same thing when we craft it. Absolutely, Wakita. And you're right, Latrice. $200 doing nothing. So when that customer says, hey, I'm not about to pay you $40 for this t-shirt. Hey, Debbie down the street doing this t-shirt for $20. Debbie down the street don't have my talents. They don't have my gifts. Debbie down the street don't have my overhead. Matter of fact, I'm not going to explain to you why I'm doing this shirt for $40. This custom shirt, this custom personalized shirt for $40 that you want me to put your picture on, your kids' pictures on it, and nobody else gonna buy it but you and your kids. I don't have to explain that to you. Yeah, we do print custom game sheets. Go to theblankspot.com. That's TheBlankSpot.com, and go scroll down the page and you'll see how to get our custom game sheets. And if you can't figure that out, we do have a YouTube channel, The Blank Spot. We actually did a video on how to upload the custom designs. So hey guys, let me go ahead and I'm gonna pause for the calls. I'm finna end my YouTube and my Instagram. So guys, if you're on YouTube and you still want to watch, if you're on YouTube or Facebook and you still want to watch what's going on, slide over to the TikTok shop. This is Eric coming in from Columbia, South Carolina, The Blank Spot. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.